Hey there, Reed again. I had a video on YouTube from last week about my 2012 Civic. It's a natural gas Civic, and yes, I wanted to sell it to a caring new owner who would want to probably use it for a lot of miles, same as what I did over the last 8 years and 120,000 miles. So it has been awesome. Well, what happened? Actually, I met with some so-called potential buyers. They were scammers. What happened? They poured oil in here, coolant tank. They poured all oil all over the engine here, so it may look like a head gasket leak. And then so it's like that was just covered in oil, and then they would go to the back. So three guys met with me, and I was parked in front of the Dunkin' Donuts in Tustin, and I thought, okay, there should be plenty of witnesses. But by the time those things happened and I looked around me, everybody was basically gone or looked the other way. So pretty useless. Anyway, I was supposed to meet with some other people that had interest in buying a lot of flakes. So I just got really disappointed. And as my awesome mechanic Eddie at Town Garage in Tustin, I'd be more than happy to do a shameless plug for him and tell everybody how good he is and his shop is and his dad. Well, he said, okay, bring it over, because of course there was oil all over the engine. And then one of the guys just basically just switched or twisted one of these engine coils or cylinder coils, so it was off. It was just running on 3 cylinders instead of 4, and of course all the notifications on the dash appeared. So it was a mess. Luckily, and that's kind of why I did what I did. I just was close to my mechanic's place, so just in case either the buyers would be for real and we wanted to get it all checked out, or something else would happen, and then I could quickly just drive over. Well, the latter happened. Eddie understood. He was aware of this situation, and it happened to other people, unfortunately, that actually ended up selling their cars to those crooks for a lot less, because, of course, it's not running properly, and they get scared. So that means it's easy, for a lot of people to just get like swayed into like selling, their non-working vehicle that was perfectly fine, and that's still perfectly fine. The only thing is, of course, they get stinking deal, maybe a couple $100, maybe $1,000 for something that would normally be worth like several thousands. And well, the problem is with these older cars, there's no engine cover or anything, so that means this is super easy to reach. The other vehicles that I have, they don't really allow for that, because you need to lift plastic, or you need to take off plastic, or bring a screwdriver, or pop some clips. So this car, unfortunately, 2012, none of that stuff happening. Eddie cleaned it up. He actually cleaned it up that well that this engine bay looks just pristine. I know the auto says 160,000 or almost 160,000, but you couldn't tell. This might just be 1,600 miles. So it's super clean, and actually it drives that well that I'm thinking like, well, I'm not gonna sell it unless, and that's also what I put on my original ad on YouTube. As any of you would be out of state, so it means outside of California, and interested in this, maybe living in an urban area around maybe Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Vegas, or Portland, Seattle, you'd be eligible, and I'm pretty sure you still are, because this is a clean air vehicle. So it's like it has, well, almost no, actually zero emissions. So, and this is cleaner than a Tesla cradle to grave, because Tesla has a ton of batteries, or pick any EV for that matter, tons of batteries, and they'll end up in our environment. This is just a chunk of metal, plastic. You know, and if this is junked, well, it's just like still metal, plastic, and a small battery that's out here. That's pretty much it. So just let me know. You can comment to this video, and otherwise I'll start adding links to the video that also highlight, you know, these scam practices. Unfortunately, it's still going on, and I want it to stop. You know, these guys should be just, you know, should not be doing it. Just like, okay, well, get them off the street. You know, I know it's easier said than done. So, but anyway, let me know. Thanks.